What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Instigate podcast, man. Today I got the special guest with me. It's fucking Jason, man. I'm so glad to have him on the podcast. Finally, we've been talking about this forever, right?
For a minute, yeah, we've been talking about it for a minute. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I think like off camera, right? We have so many, just like conversations that go all over the place.
Yeah.
Wide range.
So true story, man. The first time I met Jason, man, we was at a friend's house, not a particular friend of mine or particularly probably a friend of his currently to this day.
Right.
And met mad random. I was out of pocket. I didn't have my car with me. And it was like mad early in the morning. It was probably like 5, 6 in the morning. It was after like a night being in Naha. And he was just like, hey man, like you need a ride? And I was like, dude, that would be great. Like that'd be beautiful if you could give me a ride. And then he gave me a ride. We talked probably in the car for like, just through the distance of the car ride. And I was just like, damn, he's a cool dude. And then never ran into him again till roughly probably like a whole year after.
Yeah,
and like
about.
and then it was always the same thing, just mad cool dude, always positive vibes and just always a vibe to be around, man. So it's just kind of crazy how like the universe like threw you back into my life, right. Even though the island's pretty small, you could technically go without seeing people for a long time as well.
You could, yeah. It depends like what circles you roll in. So I feel like I roll in a lot of different circles, and that's always been kind of how I've been. I try to get along with everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of making enemies. So I just love interacting with people. And then that situation is just hilarious. Like it just sounds very much like me.
Yeah.
So driving from Naha after a crazy night.
Yeah.
Sounds very me and Oki for the past like 2 years. It's been kind of.
Yeah, for sure, man. And even so, just like what you mentioned, and like just not making enemies, it's kind of crazy how you could kind of get enemies from just being the way you are, right? From being outgoing, being very social, and just like, hey, I'm here to like give positive energy for everyone, But like some people take that negatively,
right?
Which is mad weird to me, man. Like, what is that? What do you feel like that is like? Is that like an insecurity, or they've just never felt love?
That is very true, man. I think maybe it's probably a mix of things. Honestly, it's probably a mix of like a little bit of not really jealousy. Like I don't really want to make anybody jealous of me. Like I don't want to portray that I'm better than anybody else.
No.
And I feel like I don't do that. I try not to, but it's probably a mix of things just within them. Like, cause the saying, right? They say like, you'll never meet a hater that's doing better than you.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
And I can't find it within myself. And we've talked about this a lot. I can't find it within myself to hate on anybody. Like, why would you hate when you could just show love? It's so much easier.
Yeah.
But people choose that hate path because I think it's something within them for sure.
That is very like it's always easier to punch up than it is necessarily down, right?
Right.
Yeah, and it's like it's always mad weird to me that people want to choose that emotion of being negative towards someone that's honestly just living their life.
Right.
Like, what are you looking for in that person to find that's negative when they're just all smiles and just a whole vibe? You know what I mean?
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Punching up and punching down, because punching down does feel like innately feels super grimy.
Yeah.
It just feels so grimy.
Yeah.
Like you're going out of your way to punch down, where punching up is probably a lot easier. Yeah. It's easier to just like, wow, fuck that guy.
And it's not to like say like you're better than anyone, or
right.
you know what I mean, you feel like you're condescending in a sense, but that's kind of like what they're doing. If they're basically punching up, if they're trying to find some negativity from based off of like your energy, right? Like you said, you'll never find someone that's doing better than you punching down to you, man. It's always the opposite. Mostly people are just like not happy with themselves and their lives.
Yeah.
Which that's on you. You can make that change, right?
For real. Yeah. I've always just. That's just how I want to live my life, man. I just want to have fun. I take every day as it comes. I just try and build as many bridges and keep as many doors open as possible. Just I like having options, you know.
Yeah.
I like having options in my life and being able to choose the path that I want to walk. And I think the way I live my life, it kind of is a reflection of that. So
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. What did you think you came to like that mindset? Is that like how you were raised?
yeah, a lot. I think a lot of it stems from being raised in like a strict household, and a lot of the values that my dad particularly like instilled in me. Um, he always, the biggest thing for him, right, was like legacy.
Mm,
Like meaning me, my two brothers, we are the legacy. And then he like really honed in on like, you know, you're a Sanchez, and like this is what it means to be a Sanchez. It means you got to be, you know, a good man, kind person, caring, you just making the right decisions. And just like it's a collection of all that. Just being around my dad, because fortunately I was able to kind of, he was in my life for all of like my adolescence. He was NYPD. He was in the Navy. So he retired from NYPD early. He got hurt on the job. So he was just around a lot. Like that was, we called him mom. Like that was our, that was our thing. Like he was mom for
yeah.
sure. He was always at home making sasketis. We called them sasketis because when I was little, I couldn't pronounce spaghetti. So
Oh.
yeah, that stuck. So whenever we made sasketis or whatever, every night was like, it was almost like the chow hall. Like every night was something.
Yeah.
Like Monday we was eating this, Tuesday we was eating this.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, so he was just always around. And I think having him in my life, although it might have been like a little irritating growing up, like under a strict household,
Yeah.
felt like it was like a dictatorship, but it was for a reason. Like he grew up in New York City around a lot of bullshit
Yeah.
that he didn't want to raise us around.
Yeah.
So just kind of how his life played out, uh, kind of came to us and kind of trying to protect us from a lot of
Yeah. Oh, he did an
nonsense.
awesome job, man. So shouts out to dad, man. He was a beautiful son in the sense of just natural loving energy and like I've said, man, you know people are genuine just based off of the feeling, right? And then we now today we say that it's like energy, which it really is. You know, like you could definitely tell when people give you bad vibes and you're like, hey, I don't need to be around this person. And Jason has never like shown me bad vibes at all. So that's why I fucks with him heavy. And it kind of, we talked about it too, is like, which is mad wild to me, right? Because I find people from New York to be mad aggressive
Yeah,
for no
mad
reason.
loud, mad rude.
Yeah, mad just like off putting. It's
Yeah,
such a turn off for me. You know what I mean? And granted, I haven't met many New Yorkers, right? I'm pretty sure there's some nice, lovely people out there like Jason. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But your dad was cognitive enough to actually make that decision. Like, hey, like New York is probably not the best environment for my kids to be growing up in the sense of the values that I want to set with them. So I'll kind of keep them sheltered. Whereas I had the opposite. Whereas I grew up with my mom, and my mom was kind of just like, I had like ultimate freedom, man. You know, she just wanted to know two things: who I'm with and where I'm at.
right,
And that was like the biggest thing. Like, just make sure you communicate who you're with and where you're at. And then growing up in the Virgin Islands is a little bit different too. Like, we're more, it's a small, the island is half the size of Oki, right? And even to say that, it's kind of like a far stretch because we're more hills than
right.
anything. Like, to go anywhere, you gotta go up a bunch of hills. And for real, dude. And it's just small, and it's like I grew up very community based, where I'd go over to my neighbors, and my neighbors would be giving me like fruits and vegetables to carry back over to your mom, and like it just be vice versa. So anywhere kind of just felt safe,
Right.
you know. So my mom never really had that tip to kind of think like, oh, if I'm so far away, like I could get in trouble, or I'm out there doing something that could potentially harm me, you know, like it's a community. So the neighbor that I'm next to, where even if it's really far from my house, still is technically my mom, because anything I do stupid, like my mom's getting a phone call,
Right.
like your son is over here doing like dumb shit, like you need to call him. And then from there, I'm getting a phone call from my mom, you know. And I've just always been, I was very fortunate, like growing up. I was like one of the first kids to have like a cell phone in school. I remember having like a big ass Nokia brick. Like it'd go off in school, and I thought I was like the cool kid because I was the only one that had a cell phone. I was like probably like 8 or That's 7. Funny. You know what I mean? Just small shit like that, man.
It's trust too. Yeah, you gotta build it. It took a while to build up that trust to where I was able to like do stuff. You know, they got to be able to trust you to make the right decisions. So
yeah. So when did you actually start like getting into shit? Since you grew up strict, it wasn't until you were probably like in your teenage years.
Really until like I moved out of the house. I kind of went crazy, right? Because it's like that whole innocent kid throughout high school, doesn't do anything wrong, gets out of the house, and then just kind of cuts loose. That was kind of me. But I've always been around kind of like that party lifestyle. My mom is a partier. Yeah. Love my mom to death. That lady can party. Like, she can dance her ass off. That's where I get a lot of like my dancing from. Okay. I love to dance. So that's all from moms. Okay. I don't get any of my moves from my dad. My dad sticks to this right here. He's like right in his pocket, like Hitch. Like when you watch Hitch, he's like, stay right here. Stay in yours. This is your lane. Yeah, stay right. That's my dad. My mom is like, she's got all the moves. I don't know what she studied, but she could dance any style, anywhere. And both my parents are in their 50s. And I wish you would have met them when they came out here. They were here for like a little bit less than a week.
Oh, damn,
not too long ago.
Yeah, cool, man.
We were at Seaside too. I'm surprised I didn't see you.
Well, I recently just started going Seaside.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not an OG Seaside.
OG. For real, OG is wild. Yeah, because a lot of people go there. Now.
Yeah,
that place is getting crowded.
Right, yeah, because we went there just whenever it was Sunday, and I was talking to someone, and I was like, dude, outsiders are starting to like realize like Seaside is lit. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel anymore about it. It's becoming a little bit too much.
Right.
Because when I got in, of course, like I said, I'm not the OG for Seaside, but like when I got in, it was still kind of like low key. It's kind of still like, oh, like this is what you guys do on Sundays. Like, yeah, I rocks with this. You know what I mean? And then now it's kind of like, ooh, the word is getting out.
Yeah, it's kind of getting crazy. Like it's getting a little too big, honestly. But I still fucks with it. Yeah, fucks with all the staff. So I'm gonna keep going there. Hopefully it doesn't get ruined. Like the vibe, right? Because we talked about vibe and energy. Because I go off of that a lot, and that is a place that I think kind of really resonated with me here, as far as like having that community. Yeah, the community is important, and I think Seaside is kind of a staple for just this area in general, for a lot of like just really good like-minded people. Yeah, that hold like the values that I care about.
We probably shouldn't talk it up this much on a podcast. Like, right. It's probably about
Seaside sucks. For
the 5 people that's about to watch it.
Right, yeah. Don't go to Seaside. It's fucking terrible. That's why I'm not saying the whole name. Yeah. If you just Google Seaside in Okinawa,
a bunch of shit pops up.
A bunch of shit will pop up. Yeah, you don't even know what we're talking about.
That's true. Unless you give like a specific. Yeah. That's true. That's funny as fuck. But the staff is mad cool, man. Very welcoming and warming, man. Yeah. It's dope. And dude, it makes sense that you got it from your. I never met your mom, right? But like you say, like you got the party from your mom. Then I believe your mom goes balls to the wall, bro. Because you're a man.
Still to this day.
You're a man, bro. I don't know how you do it. Even last night. Bro.
Last night was a funny one.
Last night, went to the strip club. That wasn't the intentions. We were supposed to be somewhere that no one invited you to, and you invited me, and I was like, fuck yeah, I left Jits, like, I'll come out, right?
We were just vibing. Dinner. Had a good ass dinner.
Yeah, it's true. Had good
Hezekiah.
conversation, right?
Good
You was
conversations.
working a little bit, with your promotion. Hey, make sure you guys come out to Jason's DJing event on the 17th and I think the 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah, go ahead and actually plug that really quick.
17th. So I'm starting to throw events out here in Okinawa. Just because I'm always just out there.
Yeah.
Friends with a lot of people, and I want to see people have fun and have good events to go to. So 17th, we're doing a New Way rooftop bar in Araha Beach. We're gonna be doing a DJ event. My boy Zeke, he's gonna DJ. My boy John is gonna DJ, and I'm gonna DJ as well. So it's just gonna be a fun time on a Sunday.
Yeah. What's the name of the bar?
The New Way Rooftop Bar.
New Wave Rooftop. Okay.
Yeah, New Way Rooftop. And then the 23rd, we're going to 101, Bar 101 in Mihama, and I'm gonna be headlining the DJ there, and I'm gonna be DJing all night. It's gonna be end of summer party because the 23rd is actually officially like the last day of summer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So end of summer party, end of summer with a bang. I'm really trying to lock in on the DJ stuff and
Which one is a paid event? Sorry, I didn't know if you mentioned it.
1,000 yen for the one on the 17th at New Way Bar. 1,000 yen entrance. We're gonna be giving free random shots throughout the whole event. So if you're there, you're gonna be.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure. Yeah. Just based to support. I'm always there to support. But so we went there to eat last night. Izakaya, all you can eat, and then he was working, had like some good conversations, and then we left there and we up in a strip club. Right. And then while we was at dinner, you taught me your perspective on like why it's always good to like, if you're interested in someone, like bring them out to the strip club, like just to feel them out. And then like, what was your perspective on that?
So like for me, in a relationship, when I'm looking at someone that I'm interested in building something with, even just like a better friendship and just building off of a connection, I definitely want to bring them to the strip club because it shows me a little something about like their mindset. So it shows me that they're open-minded, for one, if they're down to go to the strip club. And how they act in the strip club lets me know kind of their internal, like if they're a jealous person, if they're like the jealous type or they're insecure, that all that stuff will get exposed in the strip club, because the strip club is just a strip club. Everybody's there to have fun.
Yeah,
the girls are there to have fun. They're doing their job. Some are more pushy than others in terms of like trying to do a money grab. I don't really fuck with the money grab aspect of the strip club. Like I just love the energy and just chilling with the strippers, man. It's a good time, good music, good vibe, good people, good energy. Like I fuck with the strip club heavy. So
yeah, I agree. Your perspective, it changed my mind, because like we talked about it last night. Like I'm not a huge strip club person, right? Like that was probably my third or fourth strip club I've ever been to in my entire life, right? And even so, like I went back, and it's like it's always a good time, always a vibe. I fuck around and fell asleep though. I was in a bit snoozing. I was in a bit like, I was just tired from jits, man. You know what I mean? And doing that, bro. It's 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. I find myself home, and then I hit up JC to go grab some breakfast. I'm like, yo, what time did you end up leaving, man? He's like, probably 3 or 4. I'm like, no, that's not right, because I left at like 3 or 4. He's like, yeah, we did go to like OMC and like this bar. And he was like, damn, I was out there pretty fucking late.
Yeah, we did a little bit of bar hopping after.
And he's back up at like 9 in the morning. You know, to get breakfast.
He texted me, I was already up.
Yeah, that's fucking insane to me. And like, look, it's not just like a one-time thing.
No.
Like, he fucking does this. This guy does this. And it's like, bro, I don't get it, bro. Like, where you find the energy from, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just...
Your mom is like that too? Jesus.
Yeah, no. She like doesn't sleep. I think that's where I get it from. Like
that's exactly where you get it from.
Yeah, she does not sleep for real. She can out party me for real. Like,
it's crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we was eating, and I was like, yo, we gotta leave, because if I fuck around and get too comfortable, I'm gonna fall asleep right here.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Later on, though. You stayed awake. It was later on.
Yeah. It was a good time though, but I fucked with that perspective in regards to it, because like you said, man, it exposes a lot. If you you're trying to build something with someone and they don't have the maturity to be in a strip club, or they feel very insecure based off of like, you know, strippers having better bodies, whatever the case may be. It's like you don't need that in your life, because that's just gonna add to it.
Yeah, I definitely don't need added stress in my life, man. Yeah. For real. I need people that relieve that stress, and I surround myself with just good people who can help me out with that and manage that, because I have enough stress in my life, for sure. I think everybody does.
Yeah, true. And I think your team, your friends group is like really cool. Like I fucks with your friends group heavy. You know what I mean? Like we're not, you know, like you guys are close friends. Me and you are friends,
right? But
like those are your close friends, and like they've never been negative towards me or anything like that. Like they've always just been like, oh shit's Mac, like, yeah, you know, come through like drinks and like just talking and just always all good vibes,
always, man. Super supportive. And I think it's because like we know too that none of us are gonna bring people in that aren't, you know, worth bringing in, that don't add value to the group. Like everyone that we fuck with for a reason. So I think that's just kind of like the mutual understanding with everyone. It's just like, hey, you know, we know what type of time we're on, what type of vibe we're on, and we're only gonna bring people in that respect that. Like that brotherhood is important. Yeah, it's super important. So
it really is. It is. I mean, because you know what they say is there's that saying like birds of a feather flock together. Like if you're around, you know, well. That applies. I use that analogy a lot when it comes to like women I'm interested in, right? Like if I'm interested in a chick and I notice like her friends group is just not it, right? I'm immediately like turned off.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, immediately. And it's like because who you hang around is kind of like it dictates kind of like your mindset or like your values or like what you're interested in, right? So even if you're like really a good girl, but you have friends that are just toxic and just do like really grimy stuff, it's gonna be a turn off to me because you're allowing that.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're surrounding yourself with that.
Exactly.
You're like a direct reflection of kind of your closest like 5 friends, you know what I mean?
You are.
Who you hold near and dear to you and yourself, who you choose to keep around in your life. It directly reflects on you. So
yeah. It does, man. We talked a little bit too, man. You used to be married.
Yeah, we both
for a long time too, man.
Yeah, we both are divorcees. You gotta laugh about it.
Yeah, you have to laugh about that shit, man. You have to laugh about it.
It's almost like a crime, right? Because over 50% of people who get married, especially in the military, is probably way higher. I don't know what the actual stat is, but like over 50% of people who get married, it ends in divorce. So like the fact that it's not illegal is crazy because that's over half. It doesn't make sense.
I think I watched the reel. I think I showed you the reel, right? It was like, that's technically the definition of negligence.
Right.
Yeah, it really is.
It's almost insanity. Talking about insanity the other day.
Yeah, it is. And hey, people still fucking do it, man.
Right. It's a beautiful thing when it works, man. You know,
it is.
My parents are still married. Happily. I don't know if you could call it happily. It's crazy. It's just crazy. The whole thing's crazy. It's just crazy. Like I love my parents to death, but when they're together, they're crazy. They fucking aggravate the shit out of me. I'm like, why are y'all arguing about dumb shit? Like I don't even want to have that. I can't be around that.
But you know what's funny too though is like they're like, yeah, we argue and we bicker and it might look gross, it might look messy, but we stick it out. Yeah, we stick it out. And I get it. There's merit to that. There's merit to it. But it's like, fuck, man. I don't want to live like that.
No. Yeah. I can't.
I don't want to be like sticky and just grimy with the person I'm supposed to be in love with and like the person I'm married to. And then it's like, oh, at the end of the day, like we stuck it out. It's like, okay.
Me in a relationship is very much like, it's almost an obsession. Like I have to be obsessed with you if I want to be. I have to look at you every day and be like, oh my God, I would not trade this for anything.
Ooh, that's
Like,
dangerous.
yeah,
That's
that's
dangerous.
I
Yeah.
know, and that's like because I'm very extreme in that way. Like, I
Mm.
don't, even when I go out, right? Like, I don't half send anything. Like, if we out, we are out.
Yeah.
That's the fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. I gotta stop fucking with Jason. The
For real.
sun's up. I'm headed home. No, but
Yeah.
like I everything I do it fully. I do it with intention. Like, there has to be intention behind it because there's a reason why I'm doing it. And I have to feel that same fire that I feel for everything else, like starting to DJ, like being dedicated with that. Just my job had really been absorbed with the Air Force
Yeah.
for the past 10 years, and that's partly probably what contributed to kind of like the degrading of my marriage, right? Like, you can only balance so much.
Mm.
And I try not to blame myself because I know the reason why I was so focused on work was so that I can provide a better life for me and my ex, you know what I mean? So I try not to blame myself, but it's hard not to, because like you're so hyper focused on this one thing and like ranking up, achieving
Yeah.
more, achieving success.
Yeah.
But there's good aspirations behind it. There's good reason for it. But yeah, sometimes shit just doesn't work out how you plan, and you just gotta redirect. I think a
Yeah.
lot of life is just redirection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You might think you got this plan, but I mean, life is always going to throw you some curveballs, and you got to be ready. You got to be able to bounce back, and that's the true testament of like how bad do you really want it?
Mm.
You know, how bad do you really want what you say you want? Because it's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to go through with what it is that you think you want to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said, man. I couldn't agree more, man. I think that's beautiful. So, with that being said, right, like, how do you feel about like marriage going forward now? Like, are you open to it?
I feel like I don't know about you, but I feel like I flip flop a little bit. I flip flop on it. I think a long lasting relationship is a beautiful thing. Um, I don't know if I'm there yet with marriage again for the
Yeah.
second part two.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do part threes, part fours.
Bro, it's
I
insane
can't
to me.
I can't understand
I
it.
have a theory in regards to people that get married multiple times. Like, if you're your second one, fine, right?
Mhm.
I get the first one didn't work out. You try again, cool. Definitely people that do 3 and 4, and I think that's only a military thing, to be honest. Cause
Yeah, they call it the trial marriage. They say
yeah,
everybody in the military has to have at least one trial marriage.
oh man, that's fucking insane to me. But
Yeah.
my theory on people that do the 3 and 4, I think they have a deep fear, or not even a deep fear, right? Because if it's deep, that'd mean that you have to like really dig to get towards it. So I'd say they have a shallow fear of being lonely,
Right.
right? And I think part of that too is a sense of laziness
Mhm.
and the fact that they don't like unfamiliarity. I can't like fucking say it.
Unfamiliarity.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's a tongue twister for me,
Yeah.
right? That part. And
It's the accent.
yeah,
What did you
accent.
say yesterday? You said
Oh, gonna.
yeah. He said gonna. Everybody was like,
What?
yeah.
Yeah. The context of that joke was mad funny though.
Yeah, the context.
A homie was telling a story about like how his dad got locked up for some stuff, and then he got out like a year later. But the stuff that he got locked up for was like pretty like serious, right? So I made a joke. It was like, oh, he pulled a gun if he got out like a year later, and like nobody got it until like I was like, damn, like y'all don't get like gunna, and it was like, oh, I thought you
Yeah.
said like
Gun out, or
yeah.
the other dude was like, I thought you were talking about gonna flying people out. I don't even know what.
Yeah, whatever, man. But I think it's a mixture of loneliness and that unfamiliarity, right?
Right.
And the fact that they're just lazy, like, they just like someone to be there and like do things for them.
That's so true. You see that a lot, man. Like people are scared to be alone. Like
Yeah.
they're really, really scared to be alone. And I get it. Like as humans, we're very much social creatures. I think we're meant to be social because you can't, I don't think you could do this all alone. You know, you can't really do it all by yourself. But that fear of loneliness drives you to something that maybe you're not, you know, you're not passionate about. That's so, like, it comes back to that intention. Like, I need to be obsessed with you. And that's why it's so hard for me, because it's not really pickiness. I just, when you know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't leave any doubt. I can't feel like, it goes back to like that settling we were talking about.
Yeah.
Off camera, when we were eating breakfast. Like, I can't feel like I settled. I very much have to wake up every day and be like, I made the best decision ever. Like, I couldn't be any luckier.
Yeah, see, and I like that, but I consider it very dangerous, just because like sparks, they die out.
Yeah.
You know, flames die out, man. And you know, one morning you might wake up and not feel that way about her, you know, and I don't want you to just I don't want you to end it because you don't feel that way.
Right.
And like, but see, that's what makes you so interested and like so loving, right? And that's what makes you like the best, in the sense of, like, if you text Jason and he's like, yeah, I'm down, like, let's go do this, you know, 100% or 110% of the time, it's gonna be a great fucking day. Like you said, you don't half-ass anything, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you're gonna have fun. Like, you're the guy to be around to have fun.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, if you want to have fun, you want to enjoy yourself, you want to live life, you want to genuinely have good laughter and like dance and like be around good people, Jason's the guy you talk to, right? It's the same thing. It's like, if you get in a relationship, like, he's gonna be the guy that's gonna bring joy to your life, and you're gonna like experience stuff and you're gonna have fun. But the downside of that is, you know, like, if he starts to lose interest.
Yeah, I do lose interest quick.
Yeah, if he starts to lose interest, then, you know, like, it's like, hey, you were someone that like made my life completely great for like the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And then after this, like, well, I have to let you go because, you know, I have to let you go because, you know, you don't see anything long term for me, or this isn't sustainable for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's gonna definitely take a very special type of person to deal with me. I definitely don't think I'm easy to deal with, for sure. I'm probably one of the most difficult people to deal with, just because I'm so all over the place. Like, I just have so much going on at one time, just like in my head. Like, even when I'm just sitting here chilling, like, I'm just always very much a thinker. Yeah. Like, I'm always thinking.
So okay, so that brings me to my next question, right? Because you were married for 12 years.
Yeah.
Which is by no means a small amount of time.
Right.
It's
a long time.
It's a long time.
It's probably longer than a lot of people's, like, just relationships collectively all together. Like, you have like 7 different relationships, it probably still doesn't add up to 12 years.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Dealing with somebody for that long, when it's like, it's work.
Yeah. Dude, my last... Yeah.
It's work. It's work. I was at work for 12 years. I put in 12 years of work.
It is. See, okay, that was my question, right? Is like, so obviously you could settle down, but part of me thinks, because it was your first marriage and it was new, and hey, you're in the mindset of like trying to make this work. Part of me thinks like that was the only time that you'd ever put in that 12 years. And by no means am I speaking for you, right? Because no. I feel the same way too. Like, mine was 6 years married and 2 years together. So like 2 years together before we get married. So 8 years total. And I got married mad young. And because I've been married, you've been married, I'm not compromising on anything anymore. Right. So if I do get into a relationship, I'm very quick to like be like, okay, well, this is it. Like,
that compromise does come a lot harder, because you have your own stuff. You have your life. Like, and the person that you meet has to be able to fit into that kind of almost seamlessly, you know, because you're not willing to really give anything up, because why would you? I mean, you got the one ticket thing, right? We've got one ticket at this life, and you have to make these decisions that you really that you need to make, almost like it's the good versus the great, like you were telling me.
Yeah.
Because I say yes to a lot of things, and I'm all over the place. I'm very, very much like kind of squirrel. I have like a lot of squirrel moments where I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this now. No, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
But like choosing the things that are gonna make your life great, and one of those is gonna be the relationship. Like that's one of the things that can really have a huge impact on your life, like in your time, in your energy. Like it's important. You got to make sure you choose the right person. So that's all. Like I don't want to lead anybody on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think for women, you probably should start dating dudes that are divorced. And that's
a hell of a statement,
right? Not to pat ourselves on the back, right? But you probably should. And here's my perspective on it, right? You get 100% of reality, in the sense of we're not compromising, and at the same time we're not leading anyone on. Like I'm 100% honest with every woman that I'm dealing with. I'm like, look, I don't know what your intentions are with me, but here's my intentions, right? This is what's priority in my life right now. My daughter, jiu-jitsu, and editing and podcasting, and kind of like, again, like what your dad talked about, leaving behind some form of legacy, whether it's a great one or it's not. Like, I just want to be able to put out stuff to the universe, and like years go by, when this vessel is long gone with the sand, you know what I mean? Someone could just hop, you know, if the internet and civilization is still functioning, like they could hop on the internet, come across a podcast, and kind of get an idea of this dude that lived, you know, however long ago.
Yeah.
Right at that point.
And I don't want my partner to compromise either. Like same for you, right? Like I'm not selfish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, maybe women should start dating more divorced people. just plug us up real quick. No.
Yeah.
No, but for real, like you shouldn't have to compromise. Neither one of you should have to compromise or sacrifice anything that you're not willing to sacrifice. You know what I mean? It has to be very much your choice, and that's true love at the end of the day. Because like if I'm willing to sacrifice anything for somebody, then you know that I truly love you. And I sacrificed a lot in my last relationship, and then that's why kind of these last 2 years has kind of been like a totally different Oki. Like not even just after all like the lockdowns and stuff like that. My first 2 years out here, I was like always locked down, and then I deployed. After I came back from deployment, everything started to open up again, and then that's when the whole divorce happened. So now the island's back open, and I'm newly single. It's like a weird world to navigate.
Yeah. So,
but
you've been in this house the entire time?
No, so I actually moved 3 times. I moved 3 times since I've been here. Yeah, I used to live in Tsunabe for the first 2 years that I was here, and then I spent like maybe 1 year up in what is it, Iramina in Yomitan, just a little bit further up north, and then moved here for my last year.
Okay. So I was just curious. I was like, damn, is this like where you were like married?
The spot? No, this isn't the spot. I very much had to move out of that spot afterwards. It felt weird.
Yeah.
Felt weird being there.
Yeah. For a divorcee, you still got a lot of shit though. I don't think she took enough.
No, she definitely didn't take enough. It was fast. So.
Oh, but with your situation though, I don't think she could have.
No. I had to send everything, like ship it all back. I still have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I have too much shit.
Yeah.
And just in general, like I want to have less shit altogether. Like even my own shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate having stuff. I hate being attached to stuff. I don't like it. I want to have the least amount of stuff possible. I want to be able to move freely. Yeah, quick. Like just get up and go. Yeah.
Speaks to your spirit, man, and how you are. But I totally agree, man. it's gonna take a lot for me to get married again, man. It take a lot. It take a very special someone. Cause at this point in my life, like I'm okay with being single.
Right.
Yeah, like people consider it to be lonely. It's like I'm not. Do I get lonely? Yeah, but you can be married and still get lonely too.
Right.
Right, depending on the type of marriage you're into. So it's just like I'm not a huge animal person in the sense of like I don't have any dogs or cats. I'm not like but like I have a little girl.
Right.
She's mad cool. She's dope. She's splitting image of me in personality and looks.
That's a beautiful thing too,
Yeah.
man. Like I would love to create that with somebody, but it's just I think you just know the right moment.
Yeah, yeah. And then for you, like I don't like giving advice to people. I just like speaking my mind and my mind to like we talked earlier, right? And we were saying like, man, like society needs to become better, right? Because human beings like raising kids nowadays is just
human
like,
beings fucking suck. We suck.
we suck. Yeah, human beings suck, man.
Suck
And like
right
we're
now.
raising people in society that just are horrible scumbags, man. Just not really good people at all. And this came up on the last podcast too. I was talking to Mikey and Z, and but with Mikey, he was like, "Yeah, I don't want kids, man." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't give advice, but it's like, man, I think you'd be a great dad, right?" And I could say the same for you. And remember, like we talked about, like how society sucks. Then, if you don't want society to suck, then you have to have great dads. Well, you have to have great people having kids.
Yeah.
That's the only way society gets better, right? Because then you're gonna raise a great human being to contribute to that,
Yeah.
right? But as of lately, we've just been having a bunch of like sucky ass people having kids.
People just have kids just to have kids sometimes, and that shit is like mind boggling to me. Like I don't understand how you could just bring a kid into this world just for the sake of bringing a kid to this world. Like that's selfish for one.
Yeah.
Like you're not thinking about society as a whole. Like
Yeah.
that is now your responsibility to make sure that person is not a complete menace to society. Like,
Yeah.
that's a crazy responsibility to bear.
It is.
And then that's like also what I think about when I want to have a kid. Is like, am I ready for that kind of responsibility? I think I'd be a good dad.
No, you'd
like
be
to
a
think so.
great dad. You'd be a phenomenal dad.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'd be a great dad.
I would very much, like, it's that whole going 100, right? I would very much pour like everything I possibly could into my child.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you'd be a phenomenal dad. The only thing is you have to be careful like who you have kids with. Right? Like I'm in conflict because like I want another kid, right? Like I want a boy. Just because like girls are dope. They're so cool, but like, she's gonna grow up, she's gonna get married, and more than likely she's gonna take the dude's last name, and then it's like whoosh, like the Hansen family is like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like it's gone. And like I have great fucking genes. You're like, ladies, I have phenomenal genes. I have no allergies. I'm not allergic to like weak ass shit like peanuts. You know what I'm saying? My fucking immune system is
I'm not allergic to peanuts.
My immune system is great. Like I have no illnesses in my family. Like no one's, cancer doesn't run through my family or anything. Like I have great genes. So, and the mindset behind of it is before I got here, someone before me, that's my bloodline, and way, going back generations when things were like really rough and like, like there wasn't any medical and you could die from just getting the cold and shit.
Right.
Like they managed to survive to have kids so that I could be here.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I do it, for future Hansons or future whoever like that's in my genealogy, And it's like I have a daughter, fine, like that's cool, but like I need a son. And to get back to the point is like I'm always in conflict is because I really don't want the badge of like having multiple moms or like just multiple like families.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't
like,
want to turn into Nick Cannon.
Yeah. I don't want that. I think it's as a moral standpoint, it's not something I don't look down on it. Kind of, I just don't want it for myself. And I think I did everything right in the beginning, right? Got married, have a kid, like it's not out of wedlock and stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, I'm divorced now and I want a son, but like choosing your partner is huge. And it's like, man, I'll play with the idea of like having a surrogate.
Right.
Like I'd get surrogate, but that shit's expensive as fuck too.
That is.
You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I have to sacrifice in a sense of like who I choose that to have another, to bring another human being in this world with, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know if I'll ever be ready for that choice. It just goes back to like, I think we really think about this shit, you know? Like a lot of people don't think about this shit. A lot of people very much just take the first thing that comes to them and just treat it as if that's real love and just roll with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think
I love your couch.
Yeah.
I'll get back comfortable.
Yeah. I think we very much know kind of what we're looking for, and we need somebody that's on like that same kind of path, that's headed in that same direction to build up with. And a lot of people nowadays just aren't on that shit. You know what I mean? Not everybody has the same drive, the same motivation, the same kind of just dedication, consistency that like people that have our mindset have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck if it's something like I don't want to do. If I have to do it, like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like I just started going back to the gym consistently like this year, after kind of being in like super skinny last year after my divorce, and just kind of just partying with really no direction. Like last year I really didn't have a direction. I was very much like just aimlessly about. And then this year that intention, that direction hit, and I'm involving myself in things that give me some kind of purpose, give me some meaning, building lasting friendships. And I've just been really focused, been really more focused this year, and really hitting the gym consistently. I didn't go last week because Dosie's going away.
Yeah.
Lasted a long time, because and that's someone you had on the podcast too. So
yeah, I love Dozie.
Shout out Dozie for the longest going away in the history of going aways. But yeah, we skipped the gym last week because we were just going hard, you know.
Yeah.
But this week I'm gonna be back on it, and we're just gonna keep on moving forward, man. That's all life's about. Just keep moving forward. I think a lot about just life and where I want to end up, and I just want that peace, you know. I think we're all trying to chase that just internal peace, to where you're just at peace with yourself, with your life, with what you've done, what you put out in this world. Like, I think that's where we're trying to get to, and we all need to just help each other get there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any room in the world for, even though they're all over the place, right? Like people who are selfish, people who are greedy, people who are vindictive, conniving, like backstabbing people who are untrustworthy. Like, that's just disgusting. And like you said, like I could pick up on a vibe like pretty quick. And if I don't rock with you, I'm not going to be around you. Like, I'm just going to separate myself from you. So the people that I am around, it's because I genuinely want to be around those people.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Just went off on a tangent. I don't even remember what the fuck I just said.
No, you weren't tangenting at all. You were speaking eloquently. Yeah, you weren't on a tangent at all, man. Something like, but see, that's why like these are so good, right? And like, it's important to have people that just let you talk, just listen.
Right.
Not to just butt in every 5 seconds to like hear yourself talk or like have a point. Like, let's let people just rant sometimes.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, you know, and that's good. And after like your marriage and like that 1 year of aimlessly, like that's totally understandable. And not only is it understandable, right? I think that's the only way to go about it, or that's one of the best ways to go about it. It's like 12 years marriage and then to be single again, like that's no easy feat, you know.
Right.
You gotta kind of like find yourself again and like
Mhm.
figure out some stuff, you know. Like even if you start to do something a little bit more damaging to yourself, like you've managed to pull yourself out of it,
Right.
right? And it, like again, it just it builds your character and it makes you stronger. It's like that's I think that's what most men end up doing after a divorce anyway. Like
Yeah.
you aimlessly wander for at least a year.
At least,
At
yeah.
least a year, for sure.
Yeah.
Right? My outlet was the gym, for sure. That's like, and I wasn't necessarily striving towards anything either. I was just like, it was just something to do. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have like the finances to like do what I really wanted to go out and do. So like it was just like, hey, what's free that I could like divest in, and it was like the gym.
Yeah.
And like, you know, completely a year or 2 years after that, like it's completely different. I'm still in the gym consistently, but like I'm pursuing jiu-jitsu now, and now I do have the finances to do like what the fuck I really want to do.
The gym is healing, man. The gym is healing. And then last year for me, besides just being a degenerate in the streets, just drinking, I was doing a lot of coaching, so I was super busy with that.
You said last year or this year?
Last year,
Last
yeah.
year.
Last year I was
So
doing a
was
lot
that
of
like
coaching.
right after the divorce?
Yeah, picked up. The season started kind of just like right after the divorce.
What kind of lacrosse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I coach youth lacrosse. I've been with them the whole time I've been in Okinawa.
That's cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
So all the way from 3rd grade all the way to 12th grade, I coach. And those kids, man, they had a huge impact that last year on just like, I think, healing. And then I was able to kind of pour into them and give back to the community, and the love they showed back, like at the end of the season, it was touching. It was good. Yeah.
That's dope. I didn't know that, man. And congrats.
Yeah,
right?
appreciate it.
Yeah. Because you party hard.
Yeah.
You party fucking hard.
I work hard so I could play hard,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like the event planning, the coaching and all that. Like I always have to keep my hands busy, man.
Yeah.
I always do. Like I can't sit still for too long.
Yeah. That's like me right now. I'm moving around a lot because Jason's AC is on fucking strike.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Bro, this
It's on. the AC is on. It did get hot in here though.
Bro, man's just sweating, bro. I'm over there fucking sweating. I'm trying to get comfortable. Trying to find it. The couch. I don't even know. This is it. What is this? The couch got
hot in here. It's like suede.
Suede? You sure?
I don't know.
I don't think
it's like
suede.
some kind of.
I don't know, but the couch is just like it's keeping me mad warm.
That shit does get hot. I was getting hot too. We in a hot seat. No, that feels a little bit better. I should have had the fans blowing.
Oh my gosh. That shit's funny.
AC's on strike.
That shit's funny. Yeah. But back to the topic, man. No, that's beautiful, man. Because like I said, you party hard, but at the same time, like I didn't know you was teaching like kids lacrosse and like you're actually giving back to the community.
Yeah. In
that sense, and like that's beautiful. And like you said, that probably like that helped probably tremendously after your divorce.
Yeah, I love to coach, man. I love to coach, and the kids like they give you energy, you know what I mean? Like after a long day, these kids don't give a fuck what kind of day you had.
Yeah.
They just know, right? Like I have to drop all that shit. Like it doesn't matter what day I had. Like now I'm here for them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they don't give a shit. They're still they know that you're their coach and they're coming for practice and they're coming with a shit ton of energy. So I don't have time to be fucking dwelling on whatever the hell happened yesterday, today, earlier today, or whatever. Like whatever the fuck I had going on, I get to put that shit on pause for 2 hours and just focus on teaching these kids the fundamentals of lacrosse. So
that's so dope. And I want to say you just inspired me. You know, you really did. Yeah. I think I just got inspired by Jason to start teaching jiu-jitsu. So Joe, my sensei at Pacific Grappler, he does a kids class, right before the adult class. And I always made excuses as like, well, I don't want to like have to drive like
Mhm.
mad early to get over there, and like I'm already like involved in like trying to like do the podcasting and like edit and like do
Right.
the Instagram stuff. It's like I've always found excuses, but I think it'd be beneficial to me as well to actually like come by and teach the kids class, right? Because he's put the feeler out there like, hey, like we need people to come by and help out
Yeah.
with the kids class. Like if you're open to it, like it'd be great. And I was like, yeah, but you just inspired
It'd
me
be a
to.
beautiful thing to just even try out, man. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah,
get a feel for it.
yeah.
I started coaching when I was back in Virginia. I had some guys that brought me on to a high school team as like an assistant coach, and just like hanging out with the kids. Like I'm very much a kid myself. Like I'll never give that up. Like
Yeah.
I'll always be.
Please don't.
Yeah,
Please
I'll
don't.
always be a child. Like
Yeah,
in my head, like for sure.
absolutely.
Like,
Those are the
yeah.
best people to be around,
Right.
man. Absolute best people to be around. People
That's-
that like take themselves too serious.
You can't. Real. Right here. Why so
Why
serious?
so serious? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera can get
That's
it.
hat.
Yeah, camera can get it. Yeah. Why so serious?
Yeah.
There it is.
That's the one I got recently, and it's that mindset, right? Like obviously the Dark Knight, dope movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger, like one of the greatest.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. One of the greatest Jokers.
Mm-hmm. My
on
favorite.
screen. Yeah, he's dope. Definitely our time's best Joker for sure. But it's not even just that movie and his role, and it's just life in general. Like why are you taking yourself so serious? Like nothing is that serious in the grand scheme of things. Like when you look at it, I'm very much a logical person. When you look at it logically, nothing is that serious. Why? Like why? There's people dwell on like the smallest things. You're gonna have plenty of time in your life to have things to be sad about. Like don't be sad about dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I I love talking to Jason, man, because he teaches me so much just about myself too. I think yeah, I think that's another reason like I get my toes painted too, right? Like I never like really
I fuck with those too when I saw them when you started to post them. Blue.
Appreciate it, man. I never like really thought of like, oh, like why I get my toes painted. Like I never really had like a definitive reason. You know what I mean?
Because fuck it.
It's kind of cause fuck it, and then part of it was like I'm into anime, and all the Akatsuki members have like their fingernails and painted and toes painted too. I thought it was cool too. And then, but I think you just said it. It's like I'm a kid on the inside, you know. Like you did this shit when you was a kid, like when your mom left, just for shits and giggles, right?
Yeah,
and it's
nobody
like,
cares.
yeah, it's like why take yourself so serious? Yeah. So I think you just enlightened me into another perspective as to probably why I do it.
And that's something people will like hate on. They'll like look at you and be like, fuck this motherfucker got his toes painted for it. Like, what the fuck do you care?
Yeah,
like, mind your own fucking business. Why the fuck you have time to hate on somebody just because they got the like people pick the dumbest reasons to get mad.
Yeah.
Like I have no time to be mad. Like
no time.
It takes so much to get me angry. But like it's dumb shit like that gets me irritated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It takes so much energy to be angry too.
Yeah.
Like bro, like it's so hard. Like you said, it's so hard for me to get upset. Like I realized the only people that like genuinely get me upset is like it's mostly like family. Family is the only people that genuinely get me upset. Like other than that, like I don't know if that's tragic or not, but family just gets me upset. But other than that, like I don't normally get upset, man. You know what I mean? Like it's very hard to get me upset, man. Like
I can't remember the last time I was genuinely mad.
Yeah. Is that like a divorcee power? Like what is that?
It's a divorcee superpower. It's a new superpower you unlock after you get divorced.
Yeah, what is that?
So if you want that superpower, you need to go get a divorce. No, I don't.
Seriously.
I don't know, man. I've always been just like super level-headed. Like I don't react to a lot of things emotionally.
That's a gift, man. Same.
I always want to take even when it's hard, right? Because it's easier said than done. But even when it takes a lot out of you to take a step back and just think about the situation, whatever it is you're going through logically and break it down, it's something that needs to be done, right? You got to frame your mind in a way that like you can take those moments, take those pauses. Like, I feel like you can avoid a lot of stress in your life, a lot of negativity in your life if you just take that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to take that step
Dude,
back,
man. I love doing this. I do. I love doing this.
I knew this is man, this is a long time in the making, right? Like,
yeah. Probably it needs how is this? How it needs to happen like again, but I can never like
right.
get the person on again. Like just life happens too fast.
No, for sure. I'm definitely available, man.
Yeah, but yeah,
Always.
we'll see, man. But I love this just because recently too, man. Like I was, I was given information to like really be upset about, or like, or I was in a situation to really be upset about, and like you said, it's about framing and like just like taking the time to like take a step back and like just be like, it's not that deep, you know, like. I wanted to send that text that was just like really mean.
Yeah. No, write
I mean?
write it out. Yeah, write it out in a note. Sit on it for like an hour, 2 hours. Go back, read it.
No.
When you're, you know, a little bit more level-headed, and then just revise.
Yeah.
Edit. Maybe don't send it all together. Just delete it. But there's something very therapeutic about getting it out, right? Like you said, like just listening to me talk. There's something beautiful about just being able to put it out in the air, in the universe.
Yeah.
And you put it out. Okay, I got that off my chest. Now let me go back. Let me self-analyze and see what my next course of action is going to be. You know, maybe you don't even send it.
Yeah, I didn't send it.
Right.
I didn't send it. And because I find myself to be similar to you in a sense of like I consider myself to be a very level-headed person, right? And this was recent. This was Sunday. This was Sunday, and it was like it was an example of like coming out to Seaside. Like I was supposed to be out there a lot earlier, but I wasn't able to, right? And It was just like, you know, like some shit happened, and then it's just like I was able to not send a really mean text, and then I'm big on growth, right? So I've always been able to realize or analyze myself in the sense of when I did something that I didn't like after, I tend to think about it and be like, okay, I probably shouldn't do that again, right? So like I'd send a mean text I've done previously, like in the past,
right?
And then after I sent the mean text, it opens up the floodgates, and then it's like, damn, like if I had just like not sent that text, I would have taken off way more stress out of my life.
That snowball effect,
right?
That's that chain reaction.
This time I completely was good. Like I didn't send a text. I don't reply to negativity. I course correct.
Yeah.
Change the subject.
Yeah.
Right. And then they're like, okay, you're just gonna ignore that. And it's like, yeah, because it benefits both of us. Yeah, it's negative. It's why should I address it?
Right.
You know, it's only gonna keep us going back and forth. Yeah. It's not gonna actually solve anything. We're not gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, we have to be able to debate, but like within reason, you know.
Yeah.
And it can't be whenever you do debates, it's not nobody's taking digs at somebody, right? It's very much a logical conversation, and a mutual understanding. There's a little bit of give and take. It's a negotiation, and that's like a lot of like relationships. It's a negotiation, and that's a contract that I'm not willing to sign right now. I'm not negotiating. I'm not negotiating right now. It's like I'm a free agent, but not non-negotiable contracts right now. Yeah. So
you're a LeBron James free agent.
Yeah. We'll see, man. It could change. Yeah, life has a funny way of kind of just presenting things.
I don't know how old you are, bro. You look like you could be 25 forever. Oh God, no for me, bro. How old are you?
I'm 28. I'm about to turn 29 in October.
Oh, dead ass?
Yeah.
We're the same age?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
I think we talked about it. When is your birthday though?
May.
Okay.
Wait.
So you just turned 29.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about to turn 29 too.
I like that. Just turned 29 because that 30 is fucking approaching it. Well, I just turned 28. I'm 29.
Oh,
I'm
you just turned 28.
Yeah, in May.
You're turning 29.
Yeah, I'm turning 29.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not 29 yet.
Oh shit.
Wait. So you're 29 right now?
I'm about to turn 29.
You're about to turn 29.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Man.
I'm an old fart.
No. But you married for 12 years, fam.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was dating for 6, married for 6. So together for 12 years.
12. Okay.
Yeah, so like you're 8. You're 6 and 2.
It's okay.
Mine
okay,
is 6
okay,
and
okay,
6.
Okay. Yeah, but you need to clarify
high
that.
School, yeah. High school sweethearts, 6 and 6.
Yeah.
Married for 6 years, dating for 6 years.
Oh shit! You had a high school sweetheart, man.
Yeah.
You were one of those.
Yeah, it was my first.
For real?
Yeah.
You married your wow.
I married the first girl that I had sex with ever.
No way.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Before 2 years ago, my body count was 1. I don't know what it is now. It's less. No, because I don't keep count. Yeah, it's not high.
Yeah.
I promise. Nobody believes me. So I mean, even saying that on the podcast, nobody's gonna believe me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's fucking beautiful. Damn, so you was really inside.
Yeah.
Damn, you was just whacking your meat, just relentlessly. At 15, 16. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait, y'all never hooked up even while you were in high school? I mean, I get like they're the same age. I know it's high school, like yeah, but y'all never hooked up.
No,
y'all hooked up until y'all
it
got
took
married?
us like no. No, we didn't wait till marriage. We definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We definitely like 18.
Okay, yeah. Legally. You wait till you was a legal boy, right? Give or take.
Yeah,
fine.
Give or take. But like it honestly, it took a while. One, you had to navigate like when you're younger, right? You have to navigate the fact that you don't have your own crib. It's not your crib.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, you're trying to sneak and fucking.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, you can't. I fucking can't close the doors in my house. My dad's always home. Like I gotta find little time slots, little meetups. I don't just have open access to a car.
Bro,
can't just go wherever, whenever.
Never underestimate the fucking
you figure it out.
Yeah, you figure it out, bro.
Yeah.
You can't underestimate the determination of a 50-year-old boy, bro. You can't, bro.
You really can't.
You can't,
that's
bro.
a fact.
Bro, we be finessing.
Right.
Finessing, man. That's beautiful. I didn't know that. But dude, we're similar in so much. We're similar in, we're the same age, right? We've been married basically the same amount of time, right? 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years actually married.
Yeah, but 12 years like together, which is mad long. Didn't have she wasn't my high school sweetheart, but we're not similar in that. But there was one more thing, and it's losing me right now, man. It's gonna bother me if I don't fucking remember it, bro. Oh yeah, the fact that like people don't believe like my body count is mad low. Yeah, and I know like this body count issue is like such a huge topic in like the negative realm.
Yeah,
of,
what
like,
is it? What is that?
Social media. I don't know, man. I don't even want to entertain it.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, dudes be like, oh, what's your body? Like, what's too much of a body count to chicks? Or like, what's your body count? It's like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I don't even want to entertain like that negativity.
I go off of you. Everybody's got a past.
Like, yeah. Don't really care. But
I mean, as long as it's not triple digits. As long as it's not triple digits.
That's egregious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's egregious.
Triple digits is crazy.
Bro. I was trying to find a joke. I can't.
Triple digits is crazy.
Yeah, that shit's egregious.
Yeah, it's not even a joking matter. It's not a joke. If your shit's triple digits, ouch. ouch. Yeah, that's
wild. That's a great way of not saying too much, but saying just enough.
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah. Ouch. But this is similar, right? Like people be like, oh, like like. Because you are who you are, like people automatically assume like pussy just getting flung your way.
It's crazy.
Yeah, same. And
nothing's that easy.
And if it's that easy, I don't want it.
Yeah, if it's that easy, there's probably triple digits.
I don't want it, right? And people be like, yeah, you could get like any girl you want. I'm like, no, like I'm not.
That's not how this works.
Yeah. Recently, I was talking to someone, and she was like, "Have you have you been intimate with anyone since us?" And I was like, "No." Like, what do you think I am? Like,
Right.
I'm not out here. Like, no, I'm not intimate with anybody. I'm just kind of like, doing me, and it's like
the one night stands thing too. It's very much like such a waste of energy, such a waste of time.
It's so whack.
That shit is so.
It's so whack.
Any guy that says one night stands is cool, trash. That's trash.
It's whack as fuck. It's not good.
It's not good.
Like you said, it's a waste of everything.
It's a waste of energy.
Everything.
Yeah. That's a lose scenario for me.
Yeah. I'd rather just rub one out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I save so much by just rubbing one out.
Yeah. The one night stands is rough.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong, like I won't sit here and be a hypocrite. Like, of course, like
it's happened.
It's happened. But
that's what makes you sick of it though too. I mean, it has to have happened a few times for you to be like,
yeah,
I don't like this.
Yeah. But I never go out with the intention of that.
No.
Right? That's what I think. I don't know if I'm justifying it, but in my mind it makes sense. Like I'm never going out with the intention of just like trying to carry a chick home.
No.
Right? Like that's not the goal ever, right? The goal is to go out and have a good time. Right. And then what ends up happening is like if that happens, then like if the vibes are there, then it happens.
It happens.
But it's still whack.
Yeah.
That I'd really like to be like, hey, like what we did last night was cool, but like, hey, like let's go grab breakfast. Like let's go grab lunch. Like let me find out like who you are.
I always, bro, always if I hook up with someone, it's like very much like let's hang out again.
Yeah.
Like I leave that door open. Like
yeah, it should be.
Let's hang out again. Let's just kind of see where this goes. Because for some reason, right, the vibe was vibing, the energy was there. Because I always have a conversation too with a chick before like it ends up going in that direction. Because you could lose me in a conversation. Like if your social skills aren't there, the banter is not there, like, and our energies don't match, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is not for me. Like I don't, like you could be bad, and if you lose me, I'm gone. Yeah. The same thing with like the friends, like who you surround yourself with and all that. Like if you're just not all there mentally, like I can't build with that. And that shit is so unattractive to me. It just automatically makes you like a 2.
True. And I don't know how you feel. Well, for me, right, like I tend to find pretty women very uninteresting, right? Because they get by so much on just being pretty. Like they end up having the personality of like cardboard boxes. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I just look good. Like just look at me. Yeah. And I'm like, that's all you really have to offer. Like I want to like, what's your mind like? Like what's your perspective on this? Or like, what do you think about this? Like
that's,
and it's like I find it so often, man, like very pretty women, the worst people to have conversations with, or the worst people to have anything with. So I'd take a solid 6
most of the time.
Yeah, I'd take a solid 6 because that 6 is like funny.
I just want like someone who matches my energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like down, of course, like I gotta have some kind of physical attraction to you at
absolutely
to initiate those conversations, but like something that's long lasting, like it's not going to be, especially for like me, I'm just a normal person, like it's not going to be a 10. I'm not going to bag a dime piece.
Cat, bro.
Rest of my life.
Cute, you cat. That's cat, bro. The dudes I be seeing these 10s with.
Yeah, but they got something. They got money. They got, I don't know.
You no. Okay, they got some. They got money, right?
I'm
whatever,
kind of funny
right?
sometimes.
But those guys that bag like the ones that bag the 10s for like long term, those are the guys that are okay with settling.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, this is my girl.
They don't care about the conversation.
No, they don't care about that. They don't care about who they're with. They just care like what she looks like in public for other dudes to see.
Right. The mental's so important. Yeah. I can't deal with that. Yeah. If I would get so irritated.
There's a lot of dudes out there that just like, as long as these chicks look good enough, for dudes to compliment me, right? Because like
Mhm.
honestly, like let's be real, like there's a lot of losers out there.
bro, look at that. Look what you got.
Yeah, there's a lot of losers out there, and that's what they get off on. They get off on like other dudes complimenting the fact like they got a cute looking chick. They're not necessarily, but like you got to spend a ridiculous amount of time with that person. You know what I mean? And it's like if that's how you want to live, and you're just cool with getting compliments from dudes. You know what I mean? Like you might as well just be gay fam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're searching for that.
You're searching for that confirmation from other guys.
That validation from other dudes.
That's what it was, validation.
Yeah.
It's like you might as well just be gay, which is it's 2023. They got a whole community. Like it's fine, totally fine.
Yeah,
Me,
stop seeking validation from other dudes.
yeah, me, I'm totally fine with a solid 6. That's mad funny. I love a girl that can eat. For real, like if
A
she
6
could
is
eat,
funny. A 6 is funny because everybody's got a different vision of what a 6 is, right? So like everyone can like hear a 6 and then think of like a different type of girl that's a 6, right? It's very individual, like your scale of 1 through 10.
What's a 6 for you?
A 6 for me. What is a 6? This is funny. Oh, what's a 6, man? A 6 is, I mean, if you look at it objectively, right? The scale, 10 being the best. 5 is average then, right? 5 is average. So 6 is above average. 6 is above average.
Oh wow.
Attractive woman.
That's looking at it very objectively.
Yeah. 5 is average. 5 is your baseline. It's not 1. Yeah, 1 is the worst.
But by society, a 7 is average.
Yeah.
Yeah. By society. Like
7?
people like you a 7, you average.
7? A 7 I think is pretty good.
A 7 is great.
A 7 is probably fine.
Yeah.
She's probably pretty fine.
Not pretty fine. A 7 is great.
Yeah, great. Yeah, because a 9, when you think about a 9, as soon as you hit the 9s, you're talking Victoria's Secret supermodels in the 9s. You have to be.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Talking,
yeah.
You're talking.
Yeah.
Porn stars. Some.
Yeah.
Instagram influencers. You're talking 9s. You're
Facts.
talking 8.5.
Facts.
So
yeah.
If you're not that, 6 is pretty fucking good. 6 is good. Look, 6 is good. 7's great.
Ladies, women, I mean, men, we're simple.
8 is amazing. 9 is fantastic. 10's perfect.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've never met any 10s that are
interesting. I don't know. I don't even know if I've had a conversation with a 10.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Anybody that says they have, probably cap.
Yeah, who'd be a 10? Just like on a celebrity scale. Just like people that might know a 10.
I don't know. Janae Aiko. She's pretty close. She's like a 9.7.
Yeah.
Where's Rihanna? Rihanna's Beyonce. Beyonce's like 9.9. 10. I don't know. I don't know what a 10. What is a 10? 10 is crazy.
Yeah. I think
10 is perfect. 10 is saying 10 is basically saying you're a flawless human being.
Karushi. Damn, we just naming all the Chris Brown exes.
Oh no.
British fan. Hey, oh no. Shouts out to Chris Breezy, man.
Yeah.
This man be
Shout
bagging.
out to C Breezy.
Yeah, he be bagging baddies.
Maybe
bro.
he's got triple digits.
More than that. Way more than that. Dennis Rodman has been quoted to be like in the fucking.
He said thousands.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he also went to North Korea, so.
Yeah.
Shout out Dennis Rodman. I got a Dennis Rodman shirt.
Right. Chris Brown has to be like, he's up there, bro. I've always jokingly said like, if I could be anybody else, I'd be Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, man's is talented, bro.
Yeah,
he's cute.
Sing.
He can sing, dance. He could act, and the man is packing like a 10-inch meat, bro. Like he's winning everywhere.
I don't know how big his meat is, but
about 10 inches.
No,
on God, you could Google it.
You could
Google it. My ex-wife sent it to me.
Oh my God,
because she was like obsessed with Chris Brown, and I think like I was like, damn, man's is packing.
I think it's Drake for me.
And
I'm heavy in Drake, no homo.
No, Drake is gas.
Yeah.
Absolute gas. And like he gets a lot of hate. I don't know. It's never from the Caribbean community. It's always like from Americans that's like saying
that
like
mad that he's got the accent.
That he's like trying to be like Jamaican. It's like, nah. People from like the Caribbean, we love that shit. And he does a great job of finessing both. And it's like Drake is he is it, bro. He's him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only place I saw Drake take an L is like, you know, who his baby mom's is. But that's about it. That's the only L I could say he took.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? But other than that, he's taking W, and he kind of knows that.
She got like the fattest cake I've ever seen though.
Yeah.
And they made a cute ass kid.
Yeah. But you know, Drake has like he's been honest. Like he's mentioned like over some songs like
that he took an L.
Not that he never worded it. He never phrased it that way.
Drake said he took an L. Nah.
Yeah, he never phrased it that way. He's phrased it like, you know, like I forgot what the one song he's like, baby mama came up, but you know, fuck it, like I love her for who she is.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what song.
And that's that six thing.
It's yeah.
Six thing. Maybe she's cool.
Yeah, maybe she's funny.
She was a porn star though.
She's probably like a Dave Chappelle in like comedy.
Yeah.
Comedic level. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
And I'd say, bro, you never took an L if that's the case. Like you win in. You know what I mean? You win in. Anyway, man, Jason, this podcast has been going on for an hour and 21 minutes.
Yo, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. We just fucking straight chopped it up. I feel like we could still keep talking for hours.
I really could if the motherfucking AC would work in this bitch. But I'm at my limit. I'm over here about to be a heat casualty sipping on soju.
Get you some water.
Yeah. But anything you want to leave the people in with, you know what I mean, before you go?
Leaving the podcast, man. I'm just happy to be here, and I hope that whoever watches this takes something from it, right? We talked about a lot of things, man, and I'm just happy to be here supporting what you're doing and creating, and really appreciate you having me, man.
Oh, appreciate that, man.
Gotta show love.
Anything
always.
Heartfelt that you want to like leave out to the universe still? Like, I appreciate you, you know, thanking being here, but at the same time, leave the people with a gem, you know, look them right in the eye and tell them exactly, you know, damn, this is heavy.
This is heavy. I would say just choose love, man. Always choose love. Do what it is you love to do. Do what makes you happy. Choose loving other people instead of hating other people. Always. Like, it's just a good, healthy way to live. And I think it'll make everybody happier. So let's make this world a better place, man, for sure.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Jason, man, deuces.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having you come on the podcast, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
It was a pleasure, bro. That was a great time.
We out.